Okay, so I was saying this is a really fast track. It has a couple of slow speed corners, but even those are medium. It's medium to high, to be really honest with you, and it has a lot of straight areas. I think this is going to play to Red Bull, which has a lot of is made has a lot more straight line speed than McLaren. No doubt McLaren will change their setup, but I don't know if there's anywhere for them to hide, especially since they've lost their front wing. That front wing helps them to modulate between low and high speed corners and to stay straight on the straightaway so they don't have drag. Now that they don't have that, they now that they don't have that, they can't have their cake and eat it too. They can't have high downforce and then also no drag on the straightaway because what that wing was doing was allowing them to have downforce on the corners. Then when it gets to the straight, the wing stops bending again
Did
so
they
that they
have it
don't have
in Monaco?
drag. They didn't need it in Monaco because Monaco is so slow anyway. You
Okay.
get my point. And
So
Monaco doesn't have any height, but they did have it in Monaco, but it's of no purpose in Monaco. But on this type of track now, they're going to have to be more clever with their setup because they don't have that advantage to be able to put their, you know what they say, put your foot on both sides of the sit on both sides of the fence. Now they have
yeah.
to choose. If they put a lot of downforce in their car, they're going to have a lot less straight line speed. And if they put a lot of if they go for the opposite to get more straight line speed, they're going to have less downforce. And I don't think they want to play that game because in general, Red Bull is faster than they are. So, but even with that, we know that McLaren is a well-rounded team. So the qualifying is going to be a shootout between the two guys in McLaren and Verstappen. Um, but I do think that between Norris and Piastri, Piastri probably has an advantage on this. Piastri didn't do well in Monaco for several reasons. He felt claustrophobic, like Mr. Johnny said, and also
Mhm.
with Piastri's driving style, with his V turning and everything, Monaco was not the track. I'm hearing that Piastri was coming on the throttle too hard and too fast and too soon, and he wasn't waiting for rotation. You have to be very patient on slow speed corners. So I think he will be happy to be back in this element, and I see him beating Norris. But I think it's going to be close between him and Verstappen. I'm going to give it to Verstappen. What are your thoughts, Afalabi,
Yeah,
based
I
on that
quite
track?
agree with you. This looks like a track that is perfectly suited for the RB21 and Verstappen. If you look at the way Red Bull has been taking this season, it appears that they've been taking it racetrack after racetrack. But this particular track looks perfectly suited to their car. A lot of high speed, it's a high speed track, more like hybrid anyway. There are a lot of slow
Yeah,
corners as well, and then the front wing flex allowance is going to be reduced from 15 millimeters to 10 millimeters. Now, this is going to affect McLaren, whether you like it or not. Though they've
Mm.
passed all the preliminary checks, but I think it's going to affect them. And this is opportunity for Red Bull and Max Verstappen to close the gap and for the racing pack, possibly Leclerc and maybe Russell, to do one over McLaren here. I fancied Norris more than Piastri in this race. I feel the weight of the expectation of Piastri based on his performance this season is affecting him psychologically. And I feel Norris would perform better. So I feel Max Verstappen has to be wary of Lando Norris in this race. And Lando Norris has to
yeah,
prove to all of us that Monaco wasn't just a one-off.
yeah. And we have to remember he's very lucky because he broke he what he did he locked his brakes at the start, but
Yes,
Leclerc
yes,
wasn't able to
yes,
take advantage.
yes. I think he
But
got away
yeah,
with he got away with one there.
yeah, unfortunately. Tell me, I can't stand them. But I'm beginning to like Norris now. I don't like the. It's like I don't like whoever the one that they say is the favorite. Now I don't
The
like
problem
Piastri
I even the problem I have with
because Piastri
Norris is
because now
those
Norris is relaxed.
those
He's humble.
annoying British fans. Those annoying
Oh yeah,
British
the British
fans.
fan. That's the thing I don't like there. What are your thoughts, Mr. Johnny, on the track, and what do you think is going to happen at Spain?
Yeah, man. Of course, man. This is Verstappen's track,
Yeah,
and Verstappen's going to be the real action man now. He's going to be like, fighting two people at the same time. Bah, bah.
yeah,
That's like, Norris and then also Piastri. Because
yeah.
if that car, I don't know how much it's going to affect the front wing, whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know how how
The
how
front
how
flexi wing. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know how much it's going to affect them, but if the car is still as it is, I mean, still a good car, and it's going to be like a three fight, between
yeah,
them. If it's not, then it's going to be like even it's going to be every man for himself, because it's going to be Ferrari too as well, because Ferrari too is looking good, and even Mercedes too. Mercedes is going to throw in, so it's going to be a melee. I see it's going to be like, everybody's going to really go at it.
A chaotic bracket.
Yeah, it's going to be, and the only person I can probably see that will be probably far ahead and leaving everybody is Verstappen. But it's going to be, it's going to be like a nice rumble. I want to see that stuff. I want to see a real, top 5, top 6 guys.
Yeah. So I think to round this part off before we go to the next part of the show, I'm saying probably Verstappen first, Piastri second, Norris third, and probably Russell. I think Afolabi, you have who do you have first? I know you have Norris beating Piastri, but what order do you have the top 3, top 4?
I think I'm going to shoot for Verstappen. I'm confident he can win this race. Verstappen, Norris, Piastri, then Leclerc.
Okay, that sounds good. And Mr. Johnny, who do you have winning again? You have Verstappen?
I'll say Verstappen, then Norris, and then I'll say Leclerc.
Okay. Leclerc. I do. What did I say earlier? Do you want some suya?
Hold on, Moose.